Welcome to Sun City News. I'm your host, Norma Taylor. Here are some of the stories we're starting off with for this week. Reporter Georgia Lash updates us on her monthly Meet the Author events. Kathy Salkowitz checks out the Computer Club on tax filing information. And later in the program, we welcome a new member to our SCTV crew. Sun City News starts now.
This is Sun City News. With our news team bringing you stories from Sun City and the Low Country. Taking the lead with entertainment news. And on deck is our sports report. Sun City News, from people you know, about people you know. This week's SCTV News starts now.
We have a monthly show, Meet the Author. The show's host, Georgia Lash, explains who and what the show is all about. As American author and humorist Garrison Keillor said, "A book is a gift you can open again and again." Thanks to our Sun City Lifestyles Department for the gift of coordinating a monthly Meet the Author event for us book lovers to attend. We meet every month on a varying date and usually in Pinckney Hall at 6 p.m. in the Edisto Room. Oh, and this is a free event. How this works: each month a visiting or resident author steps from behind the pages to give us the story behind the story they've told in their book. I have the privilege of sitting down with these authors for our monthly show, appropriately titled Meet the Author. We also record their presentations. Starting first in our 2026 Meet the Author lineup are travel authors Lynn and C.L. Selden, who will return to Sun City with their newest book, 100 Things to Do in the South Carolina Lowcountry Before You Die. They have scouted our geography, bringing us ideas collected into categories, including food and drink, music and entertainment, sports and recreation, culture and history, and my favorite, shopping and fashion. They draw our attention to some of our favorites like the Tiki Hut, but they add in some places like the Roxbury Mercantile, which should be our new destination to try for dinner. To realize the quality of authors that visit Sun City, let me fill you in on Lynn and Seal that make up the team that is Selden Inc. They have spent more than 35 years covering all aspects of travel writing. With a keen focus on the Southeast, culinary travel, food and wine festivals, and cruise travel, they have written books, dozens of magazine, newspaper, and online stories about their tasty passions and have become experts along the way. Let me remind you of our other authors we'll meet in the first quarter of 2026. Mark your calendar for February 23rd. Michael Gerard Kenny brings us his book, The Irish Admiralty. On March 20th, Patricia Brandon shares her historic novel, Rise of the Pale Moon. So please stop in at the Meet the Author event, and please tune in to our monthly Meet the Author show, which airs on cable and, of course, on our Sun City TV YouTube station. The Computer Club invited Kathy Turco, whose background includes experience working with the IRS, to present on income tax changes for 2025, along with the benefits of filing electronically. She emphasized that she is not a tax professional and encouraged use of a tax accountant for personalized advice. Our reporter, Kathy Salkowitz, was on hand to bring us the highlights.
Katie, can you tell us a little bit some of the advantages of filing electronically and having your check deposited automatically?
Well, the advantages of filing electronically and getting your refund electronically is it's faster, number one. You will, on average, get that refund, if you do a refund, in 21 days. Also, with electronic filing, you're going to be using forms or a tax software package, and it's going to help you if you make a mistake when you put it in. It's going to tell you, oh, did you really mean to do that? So it's very, very useful to file electronically, and it's easier to keep your documents. You can save them onto your computer, and it's safer than paper filing. You just don't want to do that anymore.
No, I think you're right. I think you're exactly right. Now, I'm hearing a lot about the big, beautiful bill. Can you give us some of the advantages, just a couple if you know them?
There are a couple of advantages to the one big beautiful bill passed last year. There were some lots of tax provisions, so I'm going to sort of narrow it down. For those over 65, there's a up to $6,000 addition that you can claim depending on your income on the 1040 this year, or the 1040 SR if you're filing the senior 1040. There's some provisions related to digital assets that you have to be aware of. There's provisions related to perhaps you can write off if you have a car loan from last year. So there's also a higher rate deduction related to real estate. So there's lots of little goodies in there that may apply to some folks depending on your financial and tax situation.
And just quickly, KT, how long do we need to keep those documents from our tax records?
The official number is 7 years because the Internal Revenue Code can go back and ask for your documents back 7 years. For individuals, if you're a business or a small business, it's a little longer. So, but generally people who are in a business, they know that. But yes, 7 years. Keep them electronically, and perhaps you may want to keep some things paper. Depends on what you filed and for what purpose.
There's still more to come. Reporter Chris Chase talks with Hardeeville Mayor Harry Williams about the Alice Project. Martha Spiso attended Hardeeville's First Friday meeting. And Kathy Salkowitz checks in with the Sun City Chorus and Orchestra. We'll return after a brief break.
It's a brand new year, but before we pack away the holiday, Sun City TV's Extra Show is looking at how we celebrated in 2025.
And oh, see the fun we had as Town Center sparkled with our Christmas tree and menorah lightings.
Catch the Day of Giving, dancing and singing, undoubtedly the most entertaining charitable event of the season.
And be proud of Sun City reaching a significant level of support of the wreaths across America. Then take in the solemnity of the wreath-laying ceremony.
Cable viewers, please check our program listings on the Sun City website. And most conveniently, you can always catch us on our YouTube station, where we invite you to subscribe for easy viewing.
Happy New Year! Mayor Harry Williams recently attended a conference where the findings of the latest United Way ALICE report were presented. Now, ALICE stands for Asset Limited, Income Constrained, Employed, and refers to households facing financial challenges despite earning above the federal poverty level. Mayor Williams shares the aspects affecting hardworking residents in our local demographic who struggle with limited assets and affordability of basic necessities like housing, food, and childcare.
Well, Harry, there's been a lot of talk about a lot of things, but the one that we'd really like to discuss is ALICE. Can you tell us about that?
ALICE is an acronym that says Asset Limited, Income Constrained, Employed. Or put another way, it's the working poor. These people are working and struggling to make ends meet.
Now, how are you going to categorize these? I mean, is someone checking them?
This is all came out of a United Way initiative to help the region achieve self-sufficiency. So what the statistics came up with, 46% of the people or the families in Jasper County, now again, these are employed, 46% are at or below the ALICE threshold in order to make ends meet. 34% in Beaufort County. So both counties are struggling to make ends meet given the amount of income that they are earning. We're talking about people who are working. And one of the main elements of that is affordable housing. The cost of housing has become so high, even in Jasper County where it's a little bit cheaper, the cost of groceries have become so high. So these threshold levels have become more and more difficult who are in the 46 and 34% of ALICE. There's a multi-strategy initiative by the United Way. I was part of that committee, as well as a lot of other agencies, trying to come together and find solutions for self-sufficiency. And even there's a huge statistics of these people who cannot afford childcare. It's a tremendous amount of burden on our families to, if they want to go to work, to have someone care for their children. We want to elevate to early learning childcare, not just babysitting, so that they go to facilities and they're actually being taught. We're going to have a lot of people, a lot of agencies seeking out solutions, because like many of our problems, there's no silver bullet. Right. A lot of people who are involved in trying to help our needy families become self-sufficient, and that's the goal. Get our families to become self-sufficient.
Reporter Martha Spiso was at Hardeeville's first Friday meeting, where the speaker was Matthew Conrad, president of Novant, Coastal Carolina.
It is my pleasure to welcome Matthew Conrad, who is the president of Novant Health at Coastal Carolina. Matt has taken time in his day to come join us to share some insights and some updates with our community. Matt, Novant Health plays such a vital role in our community. You know, we are a growing and bustling and community, and we need good health care. What are the top priorities of the Novant health care in Coastal Carolina right now? And how are you working to meet these demands with the community as well as the workforce?
Sure. So probably our top priority right now is access for this community. With the growth what we've seen in this region, I mean, really in the last 5 years and what we're going to continue to see, I would say that our facilities currently are not of adequate size to be able to handle what we're going to see in 3 or 5 years from now. So the number one goal is to be available to take care of everyone. We have some big projects coming online. They started probably a year or 2 years ago in our freestanding emergency center on Buckwalter. So that is going to be a full service emergency center. So instead of having to drive to Hilton Head or drive to Hardeeville in order to get emergency care, you'll be able to get that in Bluffton proper in the area. We also have a orthopedic ambulatory surgical center. There's a big trend of moving outpatient orthopedic surgery and outpatient surgery in general out of the hospitals and into an outpatient setting where you can go in and go home the same day. And that will be coming online the first quarter of this year. So looking forward to being able to offer those areas so that you're not having to travel to hospitals and being with general populations when you need those outpatient studies.
Yeah. Well, is anything, before we go, that you would like to tell our viewers about how they can stay informed, engaged, and proactive about their health in the coming year?
For sure. I'll say the biggest thing is everybody needs to go get a primary care physician. And I know that's been a challenge here locally. It seems like for the last several years, we've been able to recruit about 9 or 10 primary care providers in the last year. Tonight at our talk, I'm going to hand out a flyer with those physicians and their numbers. Start there. Make sure you establish home care. Going to the urgent care is great, but you need a doctor that knows you and knows who you are and takes care of you as a person. And Novant's committed to continue to recruit to make sure that we have that. We've talked, like I said, we brought in 9 or 10. I think we could get to 25 and still wouldn't be enough for the growth that we see here. I'll also say Novant's also committed, what we do today really comes to fruition in 3 and 5 and 10 years down the line. So not only do we have a lot of things coming online in the first quarter, but there's continued development, expansion, service line growth to be able, ultimately to keep all of our people in this community from Jasper County and Beaufort County and around in the region and not having to travel outside of the area for care. So we'll continue to elevate our services, and we want everybody to take care of themselves with their doctors, and we'll try to provide that as best we can.
Wonderful. It sounds like you got a great plan, and I know our residents will be delighted to know that these services, especially with the primary health care, that really has been an issue. So thank you so much.
Steve Musselman, president of Sun City Chorus and Orchestra, spoke with our reporter Kathy Salkowitz to share the latest details and how you could find your place either on the stage or behind the scenes of this exhilarating club.
Steve, Sun City Chorus and Orchestra is just coming off of their sold-out holiday concert. Can you tell us, we've got a lot of new residents and new viewers, can you fill us in a little bit on what is Sun City Chorus and Orchestra?
Well, we've been doing this, we're now in our 27th season. We have 65 to 70 singers on stage. We have about 26, 27 people in our orchestra. We put on 4 sold-out performances at holiday time at Magnolia Hall. That's 2,200 people. And we have full houses as well for our spring concert, our Mother's Day concert. And this year, we have 2 matinee concerts, which is going to be really helpful for the community.
Oh, that will really be nice. Now, the matinee concerts are going to be on Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday,
over Mother's
the day
Day?
before Mother's Day, Sunday of Mother's Day.
How wonderful. That's going to be so nice for everyone. Well, Steve, when I want to join Sun City Chorus or Orchestra, what do I need to know? Do I need to have a strong musical background? Do I need to be able to read music?
Well, some musical background is good. You don't have to read music. In fact, I was an instrumentalist. I didn't sing at all.
Really?
But I started singing in church chorus and things like that. So what we have on our Facebook page, Sun City Chorus and Orchestra, we're talking about, I don't want to say tryouts, but we're accepting new members. And that can include being members in singing. And also we need people behind the scenes. It takes a village.
Yes, yes. And that's the part that a lot of people miss, is that there are offstage performers or people that belong to the chorus as well.
Right now we're in Magnolia Hall. Our box office is right here. We're not a lifestyles event. So we man the box office. We need help in the box office. We need help behind the curtains. We need help with ushers, a whole variety of things. Even if you want to get involved but don't feel like you're a singer, we still can use you.
Wonderful. Can you tell me just a little bit about that amazing director you have?
Art Hansen and his wife Lorraine Hansen, they're now in their 25th, perhaps 26th year with us. We're lucky to have them. He's Juilliard trained. He's been in like 20 operatic productions, touring and regional. He sang with the Robert Shaw Chorale. He's just phenomenal.
And Steve, let's just go over again. Okay, if you want to join Sun City Chorus and Orchestra,
all that information is on our Facebook page, Sun City Chorus and Orchestra. The placements are later this month in January. We'd love to see you either on stage or behind stage.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kathy.
Well, there's still much more ahead on Sun City News. Randy Selman has an entertainment reporter. We introduce you to our newest member to the SCTV crew. And Mike Romano is here with sports to report. So make sure you come on back.
We need those action shots and Kodak moments that happen every day here in Sun City. Think about when you're out on the courses, the courts, or the field, putting that phone to good use and snapping those shots of your favorite athletes. Hold your camera for a landscape, not portrait orientation. Send your photos and videos with a brief description of the event details and identify persons when possible. Email them to suncitytvhh@gmail.com and watch for your first TV photo credit.
Now let's head over to Randy Selman for some entertainment news.
If you've never been to an oyster roast, here's your chance. On Thursday, February 5th, the Bluffton Oyster Company will bring fresh and local oysters and other menu items to create a delicious oyster roast. While you're indulging on this mouth-watering dinner, you will be entertained by Brad Swanson, Riverbend's doors and cash bar open at 5:30, and tickets are $49 and are available at Lifestyle Services or online. Can't make it to the Big Easy this year? Join your friends and help celebrate Fat Tuesday on Monday, February 16th. You will enjoy a classic New Orleans cocktail while listening to the music of Mardi Gras, who comes straight from the Jazz Corner to entertain you. Tickets are $18 and can be purchased online or at Lifestyle Services. Pickney Hall doors and cash bar services open at 6 p.m. and the fun begins at 7. If you're a Bob Dylan fan, you won't want to miss Jack of Hearts Band tribute to Bob Dylan and the band on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, February 24th, 25th, and 26th. For over 5 decades, Bob Dylan has remained one of the most important figures in modern music. The Jack of Hearts Band authentically replicates the sound of Dylan, and his collaborators, the band, also are strongly featured. Tickets are $37 and can be purchased online or at Lifestyle Services. Magnolia Hall doors open at 6 p.m. and the music begins at 7. If theater is your passion, the Lean Ensemble is presenting a very special evening of theater, Every Brilliant Thing, on January 22nd through February 1st. Founding Lean Ensemble member Matt Monday returns to the role that still has people talking 6 years later. He's making a list of everything that's brilliant about the world, everything that's worth living for. Number 1, ice cream. Number 2, kung fu movies. Number 3, burning things. Number 4, laughing so hard you shoot milk out of your nose. And number 5, construction cranes. Join Matt in this uniquely brilliant and life-affirming celebration of the length we will go for those we love. The theater is located Hilton Head Orchestra Sound Waves, 7 Lagoon Road on Hilton Head Island. Tickets and more information are available by calling 843-715-6676. I'm Randy Selman, and that's your entertainment report. Remember, life is entertaining, so don't miss the show.
We want to welcome Stephanie, also known as Nenny, Witt, to our SCTV crew. She's with us today to talk about her plans for Unboxing Sun City. Well, a big welcome to Sun City News, Nenny.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm excited to be here.
We're excited to have you. So for our viewers who may be meeting you for the first time, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, like where you're coming from and what brought you to Sun City?
Yeah. So I'm originally from Texas and spent some time in Tennessee. My husband and I moved here very recently. And this was a very intentional move for us. What we decided was that we wanted to move here to the Low Country. We love this area, but we didn't know where we wanted to go. And so we spent a lot of time researching the area and researching the different neighborhoods, and we landed right here in Sun City, and we're very glad that we did.
Okay, all right, from Texas, huh?
Yes.
Now, unboxing. So what inspired you to create Unboxing Sun City, and when did you realize that this was a story worth telling?
Absolutely. Yeah, so when we were researching to move here, one of the things we did is we got onto YouTube, and YouTube helped us understand a little bit of the lifestyle, but what we were really finding was mostly realtor videos. And we wanted to know more about what the lifestyle was like here in Sun City. So we started watching Sun City TV. My husband's probably your biggest fan. And it really gave us a lens into what life was like here, what the community is like, what the residents were like, and what the activities were like. And I was in my garage unpacking a box, and I started thinking about it, and I thought, this is a little bit like unboxing Sun City. There's so much to learn here, and although I think I know what's in the box, I probably don't.
Okay. All right. Well, that's interesting. So as you were preparing for the move, what were you hoping to learn about Sun City? Like, And what did you discover was harder to find than you expected?
Yeah. So a lot of the information that you need to know as a newcomer was actually a little more difficult to find, right? You know, we struggled just to get into the main gate the first time because we didn't know how to do that. And so some of that information was missing out there. And that's one of the things we want to do is kind of help fill that gap for people that are maybe considering moving here, all the things that they need to know as a newcomer.
Oh, that's a good idea. It's a great idea. Unboxing. So now that you're living here, what has surprised you the most about Sun City?
I think the biggest surprise is just how dynamic this community is. You know, everybody is busy doing something. There are so many clubs. Whatever your interest is, it's here. It's here, absolutely. And that dynamism that exists here is so exciting. And that was probably my biggest surprise because in every other neighborhood, there have been activities, but nothing like what's here.
Yes. Well, we're going to look forward to unboxing Sun City. Once again, Nenny, welcome to Sun City TV.
Thank you so much.
Mike Romano standing by with sports news.
Hello, sports fans. The Sun City Hilton Head Greens Committee recently developed a series of videos to help the golfing community maintain the integrity of the Sun City golf courses. The videos include 8 vignettes addressing various aspects of golf play. Included in the vignettes are discussions of the following topics: the 90-degree rule, bunker maintenance, cart path only days, ball removal from the hole, repairing ball marks, repairing spike marks, and staying on time. Let's take a look at the video addressing ball marks on the green.
Repair of your ball marks on the green is important to maintain a healthy green. An unrepaired golf ball mark on a green can cause the green to heal at a much slower rate, lasting days, if not weeks. It can cause bumpy putting surfaces, allow for the introduction of weeds, and possibly cause that portion of the green to die off and require further repair. A properly repaired ball mark can heal in as little as 1 to 2 days. To repair your ball mark, simply insert your divot repair tool or tee behind the mark and gently push toward the center of the mark, working around the depression without lifting. Flipping up the depression will damage the roots. Then tamp down with your putter head to ensure a smooth transition. As always, assist those in your group that may have difficulty in repairing their own ball marks, and if time allows, fix the one next to you. Working together will keep our greens in the condition that we all want. And it's the right thing to do.
Each of the instructional videos demonstrate the proper method for addressing a unique situation. Sun City golfers should view the vignettes as a helpful reminder in course etiquette. In the Couples Golf League round at Okatee Creek, Michael Nichols won the men's closest to the pin competition on number 8. Michael was 4 feet 4 inches from the hole. In the women's competition on hole 17, Sheila Divins won by putting the ball 5 feet 3 inches from the hole. Congratulations, Michael and Sheila. A great accomplishment on a very windy day. The 11th annual Low Country Pickleball Classic is scheduled for April 24th through April 26th. The Sun City Pickleball members registration opens on February 16th, while public registration opens on the 17th. Registration fee is $75. The Sun City Tennis Association will be sponsoring a World Team League for members at the 3.0 to 4.5 ranking. The league will run from March 5th through April 2nd. All participants must be Sun City Tennis Association members. Well, that's it for sports. It's now time to get outside and enjoy the sun. For Sun City Sports, I'm Mike Romano.
Well, that's our news for this week. Thank you for watching. Catch us on cable and on our YouTube station, where we invite you to click like and subscribe. Now, to see expanded coverage of some of our SCTV stories, tune into our monthly show, Extra. And if you have questions and comments, email us at suncitytvhh@gmail.com. But make sure you check us out every week for what's happening in your community. For Sun City News, I'm Norma Taylor.